Yo, 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 what up, what up, what up? This is Toby with Online Security, and we are back with another quick video. Here we are going to show you how to create your virtual machines for all of the Splunk workshops. There's another video for the Linux workshops. That video for the Linux workshops will also work for the automation workshops as well. Okay. This video here is specifically for the Splunk workshop. So we're going to go to launch instances. If you're not here, right, just come up to this search bar, type EC2, click on EC2. That is the virtual machines. And then from there, you can click on instances, or you can just hit launch instance right here. I will hit launch instance right here. We can call our machine whatever we want. I'm going to call it Splunk Workshops. I'm going to select the Ubuntu AMI. This is the operating system we want to power our machine. Scroll down. We're going to switch the T2 Micro to T2 Medium. You're going to create your key pair. If you already have one, you can just use the default or use whatever one is there. I'm going to create a new one just so you know how to create it, just in case if this is your first time looking at this process. You give it whatever name you want. We're going to select the RSA algorithm and this PEM file. Create key pair. Save it. Scroll down. Now, for security groups, we're going to have to edit our security groups later. So for now, we can allow HTTPS and allow SSH, and we'll just leave it at create security group. Over here, I like to switch this to 16 gigabytes just to be safe. And that's it. So 16 for storage, allow HTTPS and SSH for the security group, which we're going to edit in a minute. Create your key unless you already have one. T2 medium for the instance type, Ubuntu for the AMI, and name it whatever you want. I'm going to select launch instance. And give it a second, and you can just click on this instance ID. All right, it is running. Before we log into it, I'm just going to select it, and I'm going to come to this bottom pane, and I'm going to select security. So we can go and change this security group, the firewall rules. AWS calls their firewall rules security groups. So we're going to select on this security group. This is the security group we created for this machine. And here are the inbound rules. I'm going to select edit inbound rules. And I'm going to add two rules, right? One of them is going to be for port 8000. The other one's going to be for port 8089. Splunk needs these ports. One, to access the search head. Two, for management activities. Over here, I'm just going to click inside of this box and select the 0.0.0, 0.0.0.0. And we will save the rules. So all we're doing here is adding two rules, one to enable port 8000, the other one to open up port 8089 to anywhere, 0.0.0.0. Save that. We're going to come back to instances right here. And this is the machine that we created. I'm going to connect into it to make sure it's working properly. Right, this is the IP address that our AWS console is going to use to connect to it. This is the username it's going to use, and it's by default going to use the private key we created for this specific machine. Hit connect. I like to remove this bottom pane right here. I don't need it, so we can get more space on our screen. I'm going to hit Control L to clear my screen. Who am I? Host name. Just some simple commands to make sure that we are up and running. And that's it, y'all. That is how you create your virtual machine for our Splunk workshops. Remember, there's another video to create your virtual machines for the Linux workshops, the automation workshops. You can use that Linux workshop video for all of the automation workshops. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one. Peace.